Speak to Summer Nasser, who's a Yemen analyst. She joins us on Skype from New York. Thank you very much for being with us. So how optimistic are you that this ceasefire in Hodeidah will hold?
The Yemeni people are skeptical for this agreement to hold true. Obviously, the ceasefire had already started a couple of hours ago, but unfortunately, it has been already broken within the first half hour by reports on the ground that Houthi militias have broke that ceasefire.
What are the issues as far as implementing this ceasefire, the obstacles? What seems to be the problem as far as you understand it?
Yeah, so the problem really, the agreement when it comes to the Hodeidah port and the ceasefire within that province, the issue really is mainly that the language is very vague. What are, in the agreement, what are the security forces that they had signed upon? Who are those local forces? Another aspect is mechanisms. Are there committees going to be sent? Now, we do know that the United Nations has sent a committee that will be flying into Yemen within the next week. However, that is just an example of the problem here, that monitors should be placed in Yemen before the ceasefire has been agreed upon.
Well, it seems like what they agreed on in Sweden, that a lot of people perhaps wasn't expecting an agreement on a ceasefire in Sweden, and that's perhaps why the UN monitors weren't in place just yet in the country. How difficult will be their task once they arrive, you think?
Very difficult. The dynamics in Hodeidah are very, I would say, challenging and also skeptical. Again, the situation is so detailed that, you know, everyone's interrogated within the society. So militias are within the neighborhoods. Pro-government forces are also around the port. They have a very daunting task. And you know what? I commend them, and we all commend them for this agreement. However, for Yemenis, we find that this may end up failing regarding, just as Geneva 1, Geneva 2, and in Kuwait.
If it were to succeed and the ceasefire rather was to hold, what about the prospects of extending it to other areas of Yemen that are also, witnessing fighting right now? Do you think it could work for other areas?
Absolutely, it can, but there needs to be first accountability. The issue again is that when a side breaks the ceasefire or violates that ceasefire, there is no sense of accountability. So what does that accountability look like from the international community? There needs to be a sense of respect to law on the ground and respect to the international community and the Yemeni people. The case of Taiz is very important as well, but the agreement for Hodeidah will showcase the future of Yemen. If this agreement fails, this means that Yemen will prolong its conflict in the ground, and then peace will be, unfortunately, very far away.
Thank you for speaking to us. Summer Nasser, a Yemen analyst, joining us there from New York. Thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Now, the Yemeni mother of a